Good afternoon and welcome to another video. So today's video we are on Dartmoor and specifically Nuns farmhouse. So I'm going to grab a couple of images here. It's just going to try, we've got a bit of mist in the sky and we've got quite a bit of wind blowing, so it's not the greatest conditions to be out in, but great conditions for photography. So I thought I'd pop here today and just grab a couple of images of this farmhouse, as I've not been here before and I've not taken any photos of it. It's probably not a location you're going to get hundreds of images at. I'm going to try and avoid the usual Google search Nuns farmhouse and have a look at the images, and I'm going to try and avoid the usual images that you get. Yeah, let's see how we go.
So this old farmhouse dates back to the 1870s, where a labourer by the name of John Hooper started building it by hand using stones collected by his wife. He had originally leased the land from the Duchy of Cornwall. After they were finished, they had little money left, barely enough to buy a single cow. After just a couple of years, their hard work and dedication had paid off, and they'd started to make a profit of around £100 a year. The farm was used by a succession of families until 1929 to 1940, when it fell into disuse.
So for my first composition, I'm going to use the trees here to frame the farmhouse, and I'm going to try and get some of this path here as a leading line into the farmhouse. And I'm just hoping that the mist in the background just adds to the scene. I'm not expecting it to come down any lower, but you never know. So I'm on f11, 60th of a second. I'm using my 70 to 200. Coming up higher makes that path more visible. So I'm just focusing on the path. So I've come a bit closer to the path to try and include more of the path as a leading line going up through the gate or through the stone wall up to the house. And I'm shooting on 70 to 200 still. I'm on f11, 250th of a second, and ISO 400. And I'm exposing to the right, so I've got a little bit of shadows I can extract from the image. The reason I'm shooting with ISO 400 instead of keeping it at the base ISO, because I've got a 70-200, and as you get longer lenses you introduce shake to the camera, so it's a bit harder to keep it steady. So slowing down my shutter speed would probably end up with blur in the image, which I don't want. So this lens comes with a bracket. It's got a camera mounted bracket that you can mount to the tripod rather than a lens mounted bracket, so you can mount it to the tripod to help with the shake, but I don't have that on me, and that's why I bumped the ISO up just a little bit, just to give me that little bit of extra shutter speed. So, to be fair to all the people that have posted the images online before of the building, some great pictures, and I may be repeating the same ones. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm going to try not to. I'll put my wide angle on. No. It's actually quite a busy walking trail that goes right past down through the farmhouse, so it's quite interesting how many people, especially today, are here. So let's try and crop out the back of the farmhouse because I think that's added since. I'm not entirely sure, it's hard to tell. Could be part of the original building. So I'm going to pop that one up on the screen. Let me know what you think. Spittling rain at the moment. Not sure if it was forecast. I think behind this tree might make a good image. Let's have a look. Whoa. Sloppier than I thought. Right, okay, so initially I thought behind this tree, but I think it's the wrong side of the building, to be honest. So maybe I'll get this tree here, maybe I'll go over there. Okay, I think this might be a composition. Should be quite nice at sunset, I think. Actually, I'll grab one that's just a little bit closer to the tree. Here we go. Let me get down a bit lower. It's getting a bit rainy. Gear's getting wet. So it's getting a bit rainy. So I'm going to pack the cameras away in a second. I'm just going to grab these couple of images of the cross. And I think well, that's it for me today. I'm getting soaking wet. Wasn't expecting rain today. It was a bit overcast, forecast, I think. I suppose that's the joys of outdoor photography, isn't it? So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do consider giving me a like. Much appreciated. If you like Dartmoor photography, then why not check out this playlist here, and I will catch you on the next one.